What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and now we know how 50 Cent got the footage of Jim Jones trying to kick the door into his podcast studio. If you're unaware, 50 Cent released some footage of Jim Jones on camera kicking in the door of his alleged podcast studio. We don't know if it's officially that or if it's like a building that he's renting just for sleeping, chilling out, whatever. I don't know, for business. But he is kicking a door in. 50 released that footage. And in the caption, he said, "Damn, bro, this wouldn't happen if we was friends. Want to be friends? I don't know. Let's rap about it. LOL." And on the second image that he posted the eviction notice that was posted on the door. Jim Jones, of course, responded to this with a funny karate chopping video. And in the caption of that video, he said, "Kung Fu Jim is what they call him. LOL. I need a good movie to watch on this big screen. We got cable. LOL." Now, after that, 50 Cent decided to apply more pressure. And this was the crazy part. This was something that 50 had implied he was going to do, but now he officially confirmed it. 50 Cent posted a photo of him with a guy named Sam. And Sam is allegedly the owner of the building. And 50 implies in his Instagram post that now he is part owner of the building as well. So I don't know if he, decided to give Sam the money that Jim Jones owed Sam, which is, I believe, over $200,000. Or he just said, "Hey, how much is the building? I'll go half with you and own half the building." And the caption said, "Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now you're going to fix every door you kick or I'm going to kick your ass, Jimmy. By Monday, you're destroying my property." On top of this Instagram post, he also released more footage of Jim Jones kicking down doors. If this is true, this explains how he got the footage, and this is no surprise because earlier on when this was happening in late December, early January, 50 Cent also released audio of him talking to Sam and Sam talking about how Jim Jones hasn't paid, what he's owed on the building.
Want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine, right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, "I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out." And ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000.
What's funny is 2 months ago, Mano posted this. He said, "Why buy half the podcast when you can buy the entire thing and make it a full 100 cent with, what's that emoji? I don't know. It's that funny face where you're kind of confused." So Mano was just like, hey, trolling the situation, not thinking that 50 Cent was actually going to pull the trigger on this. So now it looks like 50 has followed up on potentially owning the whole thing. 50 also posted on Instagram this. He said, "With all the damage to the doors you kicked, there goes your deposit. Don't be sensitive, be diligent, and move swiftly." And it's a meme video he posted saying Lease terminated. And the audio is basically, hey, you rent's due, all this stuff. Jim Jones then responded to that by posting a video of him driving, and he is entering his alleged podcast studio where he's getting things done at. So Jim Jones is using it as promotion to, promote whatever he's got going on, because obviously it's the most eyes he's ever going to get on anything that he's done, because 50's name is, 100 times bigger. This overall has probably been the best promo for their podcast and for whatever Jim Jones has got going on. If Jim Jones actually can't afford to pay that building, I'm surprised that Mano, Dave East and Fabulous haven't jumped in to help, because they're all part of the same podcast. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, he could be, not paying it because he doesn't want to be in that building anymore, or he could be because, sometimes you'll sign a lease, agreement or a contract, whatever, and you want to move out, but you can't, or you have a fine you have to pay to get out. And, it looks like Jim Jones has moved out of there. He's recording a whole different building. At least that's what it looks like. So, the details of it, we have no idea. But if 50 actually owned a portion of it or half of it, then that is a savage move that, that's the way to do things. That's the boss way to do things, instead of responding on a quick record. rapping when, you know, your rapping career has been long done for a while. Last time 50 released an album was in 2014. So I would love for him to rap as much as everybody else, but this is more of in line with what Jay-Z would do, you know, a boss at a level that's making hundreds of millions of dollars to billions. These guys are a different tier, different level, so it makes more sense for 50 to do this type of stuff than, you know, actually get in the booth and rap. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think 50 is just trolling, or does he actually own half of that building? Let me know.